Still.
Unfriendly nearby.
Replenish it.
Two more, and anti-supply lines will be connected again.
Hey there.
Mobilizing.
Another protectorate camp clear. One more, and anti-supply lines will be connected again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Back somebody.
Investigating hostile intent. Enemy spotted.
For our beneficent leader.
Changing magazine, efficiently and in short order. Protectorate camp clear, Commander. We could collect our reward now, if you care.
Proceeding to attack. I'll handle this. Unfriendly company. They're mine. Recharged for mayhem.
Yeah.
shorty. Threat detected.
Taking position.
It's an Auntie's choice signal. Probably some kind of SOS. Not my area of expertise. Inez would know for sure.
Ratcheting up my aggression. Investigating hostile intentions.
there's anything worse than my former fellow protectorate subjects, it's already...
Marisol's something, huh? She had everyone fooled, and she reminds me of the serial hero. There's something... Anyway, she's probably already got... Trying real hard not to be insubordinate-like, Commander. We got enough to worry about. Anyway, appreciate you here.
Any news from the field? Well, pleasure doing.
Whoa, this must be the place Ortiz mentioned. Hard to fathom a lab in those caves. Whoa. Commander, hold up a moment. What in the void? Law, I think I've seen enough death to fill 3 lifetimes. And it don't get any easier. What happened here? He spent his last moments crawling over to this terminal from the wreck. Sorry, friend. Wait. He's got a code breaker on him. Let's see. I'll be damned. That powered up the elevator. Signal's stronger than ever now.
Hello? Is anyone there? I have been signaling for help incessantly. Come quickly. I'm trapped in my office, by the foyer. The others, I fear they might have lost their lives at the hands, claws of escaped beasts. Mind yourself.
That's him. That must be the doctor. He's got no idea an entire squad died trying to fly in here and save his sorry ass.
And he's cornered himself for us. How thoughtful.
Mechanist Tate's
Terrible way to end the workday.
the record to show that I have reported many times that these pressure valves have fallen into disrepair, only to be ignored each of those times. And now I'm out here in the voided cold, attempting to stop this leak from getting worse. And what was that? Stay back, creature! Blast.
What are they doing in this place? Ain't no purpose for this clear disregard for life.
Killing animals to advance science is sometimes just an excuse to slaughter things. I, may know a thing or two about it.
What's... Hola, Ortiz? No. No, it ain't him. I thought... Commander, help me make sense of this.
It's a dead body. Glad I could clear that up for you.
Over here! These beasts have me pinned down! Handle them straight away, please! I cannot let my genius be wasted here!
Boy, damn coward. We'll see how you beg when we're face to face. I had a notion of what I might encounter in the lab. I thought it was Ortiz back there, in the incubation tank. A third person? Void. Damn it. All of them could have been me. That ain't true. I knew what would happen should anything go wrong. It made me a liability. It endangered my unit. But they gave me hope when I... Suppose folk like us. All that matters now is finding that doctor. My aim's I'm sorry. Is this the cub that Terminal mentioned? Still breathing, but only just. Void. That must be his mama on the other side of the glass. We were too late for the soldier back there, but not too late for this cub. We should help.
Treating animals like this isn't research. It's monstrous. If we use that maintenance hatch, we could sneak up on anyone still alive here. I love to see the look of surprise before the kill. Run free, not so little sissy pig.
Oh, law. Wasn't keen on seeing a fight between them.
Aww.
Ain't never seen a cysty pig move so fast in all my life. Ooh, terrifying.
Guess those Ursopods won't be easy. They turn mean real fast.
Look, it's a fight.
I so worry that nobody intercepted my distress signal.
Oh, we got his signal all right. Let's get the bastard.
Now you're speaking my language.
I thought there wasn't a person alive who could best the matriarch Ursapod. Yet, here you are. What a show!
You the doctor in charge here?
Indeed I am, soldier. And my, what a picture you are! What exquisite graft work. Might I trouble you for an examination?
So you're the one who butchered my friend, Ortiz. The one who tortured those creatures out there. Who killed that soldier.
What's going on? I don't know any Ortiz, I swear. Records? I don't know of any such... Oh, bother. Fine, yes, I did complete a procedure on one Trooper Ortiz, along with 2 others. He eagerly offered himself up for this project's first human trials. Rather hasty in hindsight. I know what you're thinking. Yes, the grafting program was officially shuttered 6 months ago. That was not a lie. But I thought it a shame, and it seems I wasn't alone in that. I was recruited for this unofficial venture soon after. What you have to understand is that being a regular soldier does not pay dividends, but being the ultimate frontline fighter does. They understood this. Unfortunately, understanding can only go so far, as each of their bodies rejected the graft. But I got exceptional data out of it.
Enough with the excuses. You absolute wretch. Any scientist with any shred of decency would have refused your position. Your precious data is nothing compared to those you killed.
I sympathize with your friend, soldier. Truly, I do. But if I mourned every failure within these walls, I might never operate again. You must understand that the work we do here is greater than any one life. We can change the galaxy. If you require convincing that my experiments have led to many breakthroughs, witness me. My own lungs would have failed without my prototyping of a device to keep me alive.
That device any good at stopping a bullet?
Enough with the threats of violence. Listen here, if you choose to brutalize me, all of my research and knowledge will be gone. Forever. The suffering you've seen here will be nothing in comparison to the suffering I could prevent. Do you It's been a long time coming, but I believe I've laid the groundwork for treating injury and illness far better than modern medicine can manage. We are on the precipice of regrowing limbs that had been lost in accidents, reversing brain trauma, nerve damage, mayhaps aging one day. It would be a boon to humanity, and a boon to Auntie's bottom line.
Don't even start, Commander. I ain't keen on anything this man sells.
Let's not be hasty. I see your graft is a result of revision surgery. Your first go was botched, and you were considered a failure of the program, yes? I know what happened to those failures. Demoted, disgraced. It was horrible business, and yet you still wear our colors. You want to reclaim your station, don't you?
You don't know anything about what I want. I wish I could agree with you. But I have fallen in the esteem of others. The way the other soldiers looked at me after my procedure, I'll never forget it. Whether I want to regain my position or not doesn't matter. I don't want your help. I will not benefit from the pain of others.
You think there were no victims of the first program? That your existence isn't built off the bones of those who came before? You're no more righteous than I. You simply looked away. Now, if you stay your hand, I will grant you 2 state-of-the-art grafting parts. They cannot fail. Install one of them, and you'll see my earnest intent. You were never the broken thing they made you, soldier. If you wish it, you may still become a most extraordinary specimen.
No, no. Stop talking. Stay there. Don't make any stupid moves, understand? The adults need to have a talk over here. Commander, I don't know what to do. I came here intending to make him pay for what he's done. And I can't shake the reasons I've seen to burn this place to the ground. But what if he's right? What if something in his work is worth saving? What if this is my chance to make something of my life? To be accepted again? I think you have the right of it. You felt that rage with me, Commander, back there in the lab with the soldier. Even now, we can see what could have been. I trust you more than anyone, I think. The fact you're of the same mind only bolsters my inclination. Now, I ain't condoning what happened here. I won't disrespect Ortiz or the other victims as such. But if we continue this research, know that it cannot, must not be like this. We can trust Doc Tinsley to set things right. One can only know goodness if they're led by example. But if this doctor doesn't take direction, we'd only be repeating the cycle. We would be complicit. Law knows the folk hurt by the war could use the help. That's something I ain't lost sight of. I know Ortiz wouldn't have either. It's your lucky day. You'll live. Pack up your things and head straight to Fairfield to Doc Tinsley. You want to continue your work, you'll follow her lead.
Thank you, soldier. Thank you. I won't forget this, I swear. I'll unlock the cases for you now, as promised. Take the graphs you like and let me know how they work out, won't you?
Make no mistake, I ain't doing this for my own gain. If you say you can help other folk, you best deliver on that promise. Let's get out of here before I change my mind. This'll help the poor cub regain his faculties. He's free, but without a mother, I can only wonder where he might go. Well, I hope he stands a chance.
Enjoy your time in the garden.
You've been a real factor in our success.
Oh, please.
I'm cutting you off there, Charles. That's your third conviction today. People will start to worry. Welcome to the CAF integration point. Will it be caffeine or convictions are statements which promote Interested? Before I can administer your conviction, I need to ask you a question. In what area of
Yeah, whatever the commander said.
personal your substantial ego provide... Now then, a brief conversation is customary I could, especially in the middle of a war, and so near active, if you're as earnest and trust... Always nice to see you. Anyway, what can I do for you? I didn't hear a question. Everyone is simply contented. That said, if, well, you know, right this way. You must be curious why I asked for such a discreet rendezvous. Allow me to wait. I have adequate reason to believe the Order is conducting a mass experiment on the population of Laplace's garden. All what you have observed thus far, the Order is not cultivating its, put bluntly, they're regulating the emotions of, I'm limiting my water intake and using other pharmaceuticals to combat the effects. It's not a perfect, it makes the mind quieter. Like, why would the Order want to create a society of Moderate your volume, please! The Order claims the Regardless, if the Order has made some kind of pharmaceutical breakthrough, I represent a group of information traders who would pay well to get... So you've heard of us. My primary task has been... All you need to do... Lately, he's been... Whatever you do, be discreet. I can't have any laureates asking questions about me. What? No, absolutely not. To both suggestions. I'm asked, it's too diluted by the outside of work, and I...
Oh, hello. Oh, she's a real top-of-class type. Smart, but also patient. Illicit? I'm not sure I understand your meaning. I don't think this isn't a No? But you should speak with Laureate Beckett if...
On a scale of 1 to 100, how pleased are you with the garden in its current state? Please, try to capture your exact satisfaction to the nearest 10th integer. 100? Sir. Certain. That's the right answer.
Smart researchers patronize the scientician's surplus. Quality goods at algorithmic determined prices.
Welcome to the scientician, sir. Either you intend to buy, it's there in the name, of course you would.
This random scatter from the matter looks chaotic. In the
Thank you very much.
A lot of space for refugees here. Guess the Order is more concerned with the idea of helping people than actually doing anything about it.
Have an intellectually stimulating day.
How did your hypothesis about... Oh, hello. Cogitate here often?
Have an update about that. Back at Winter's Grasp, I found someone was continuing, and I wholly agree. I had Val set the location on our map. May the...
Hey, Commander. I wanted to apologize for the way I handled things after Greater Tranquility. I've also given some thought to what you said about seeking peace. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Only felt right to clear the air. I've learned the hard way what happens.
Auntie's Choice Immunosol. Multi-spectrum antibiotics in convenient injection packaging. Auntie Cleo and Pal's Crabwit. Tender.
Commander, I'm glad I met. There's something of utmost importance I wish to discuss. I received a message from a close friend of mine, Virgil. He was my his message. I did not mention it before, but believe it. Very good.
Yes, dear. Anything on your mind? May all...
Think we should make for Fairfield for the and maybe I can think. I'm just hope.
The cultist known as Azza has been admitted to the ship roster. This unit reminds the command.
Let us make our way to Paradise Island at once.
Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's Choice? Remember, Auntie knows best.
Ever wonder if our assignment here will never end?
Like our employment contracts will just keep renewing and renewing.
Don't go into that cheap saloon if you got a lick of gumption. They got no tolerance for it. Why do you think I'm out here?
Ah, Inez, have you come back for a tune-up? I've got just the injection for that. Freezes those pesky muscles right back into place.
No, yeah, a tune-up sounds good. I actually brought a few other grafting parts with me, if you reckon my arm can handle a stitch or two.
Oh, these are pristine indeed. Is this of an ursopod? My, I haven't seen one of those in many years. Oh, and a mantis swarm hive. The hunting must be good wherever you ran off to.
Yeah, you could say that. Since Doc's given her blessing, which do you reckon I go with? The ursopod's mucus gland could absorb some incoming damage, if you don't mind getting a little sticky. The mantis swarm hive, however, would be best for crowd control. Say the word, and I'll sick these little guys on any enemy in our vicinity. Hive it is. Just refrain from any buzzing jokes.
Oh, the mantis swarm is a wonderful choice. Hold still, dear. There. I dare say you won't be needing any tune-ups in the near future, but I do trust you'll find an excuse to come by for the occasional visit. By the by, where did you find these parts? What is it, dear? You look, well, a bit like you've been stung by a terror ray. I've got ointment for that too, you know.
There's a grafting lab way out on Cloister that was still operational. Till recently. I found it, Doc. And law, I ain't seen any horrors like that.
Still operating? Inez, do you feel all right? The program was shut down more than 6 months ago. Any further funding would be in direct violation of Auntie's orders.
I know what I saw. They were brutalizing folk and creatures, paying them no mind, giving them no honor, even if they succumb to the process. The doctor there, he killed a friend of mine. And you're telling me you knew nothing of it?
Inez, I swear I didn't. That sounds... Oh, Sovereign's mercy, that sounds precisely like what I would protest with every breath.
The creatures they were experimenting on broke out of their cages, killed most of the staff. But you know what's worse? Keeping a dead soldier's body on display. Like a thing. I found the doctor in charge, still alive. We spoke briefly, and I allowed him to live. On the condition that he redeems himself and uses his research for good.
But this ain't the extent of it, I fear. I need to find out who's responsible for all this.
Oh, Inez, I know you do. But with the program officially shuttered, it would be awfully difficult to ascertain which individual has the pockets to fund such a... Wait. Yes, that does shed light on a correspondence I received recently. A vice president sent a message asking for my presence and scientific expertise to discuss a unique opportunity. I found the secrecy odd at the time, but I do suppose it lines up with your discovery. His name is Willard Conan, VP of Experimental Operations, the very man who was in charge of the grafting program at its inception. Oh, I know that look. If you mean to do something, I beg you.
I just mean to have a little chat. I will be asking Willard to reform the grafting program. You heard from Dr. Rasmussen, right? I spared him and his research for this purpose. If there's good to be had from the program, then Willard needs to invest in that good. And you're my first choice to lead the new program.
You honor me. I did receive a message from a Rasmussen, yes. He is on his way with research to hand over to me. But It would bring purpose back into my work. All of Fairfield knows as well as I that I've been craving it for some time. And if it helps folk like Inez, I will help you. Vice President Conan's office is aboard the Undisputed Claim, the flagship of Auntie's Choice. I do not know where exactly, as I've never been, but it's my understanding that you will need to present this calling card to gain entry. Inez, what you are doing is noble, and I wish you the greatest of successes.
Thank you, Doc. Now, you get those grafting tools ready, because I ain't intending to fail.
Stop right there, Arbiter Rao. Though I am here on official business, I would prefer to keep this cordial. The Consul seeks answers related to your recent activities. I approach you openly in the hopes that you will comply with his request and come with me peaceably.
What do you blather about? Delay me and you will pay the price. Not only do I have more pressing business with a colleague, but I do not answer to sentinels or the Consul.
His loss. I heard Auntie's in the market for a big, dumb, winsome bodyguard. He'd be paid handsomely in spratwurst and backhanded compliments.
Questions of intent. Now, what shall it be, Arbiter Rao? I sent the message that drew you here. Virgil shall not arrive to aid your decision-making.
Virgil's not coming, you say? Curious. And here I was thinking I was already present.
Virgil, touting your flair for the dramatic, even now I see. But I fear our reunion must wait until we've dealt with this pawn of the Consul.
I had not expected a third party, but it is so much the better. I'm afraid you must come with me as well, Arbiter Montag.
A sentinel demanding anything of me? What madness! Neither Tristan nor I shall accompany you anywhere. Any attempts to force us shall be met with violent reprisal. I'm sure he only told you such a thing to lower your guard. All the easier to slide a blade between your ribs. This fool impersonated my credentials, triggering a system alert that led me here. A lowly deception, even for one of the Consul's own.
It was a necessary deception, and one not undertaken lightly. Its aim was to draw your colleague here without bloodshed, for I know he would not have arrived at my request.
Your explanation does not pull my heartstrings, Sentinel. Yet you at least had the sense not to assail us outright. Surrender, and perhaps you may yet live.
You may not believe me, but I have much admiration for the work you and Arbiter Montag have done for the Protectorate. I've no wish to fight. Enough loyal subjects have died in this war. Come willingly and peaceably, I beseech you.
It's possible this is a ploy, and the Consul is on to Virgil and I. But if that is so, why lure me here, then meet me openly when Perrault could have ambushed me from behind?
Are you mad? because he seeks to lower your guard, then strike. Surely you don't intend to converse with him about it?
I trust Sentinels no more than you, but I am using this situation to gather information, which I would expect you would also do if you weren't so focused on haranguing me.
I appreciate the support. Though we are not related by blood, I suppose we are just as wont to bicker with one another as true brothers.
Conversation is not likely to distract me from my purpose. I am here to kill no one, but...
Very well. But be warned, I'm not exactly trained in the art of improvisation. We'll need a very good reason for my not answering the consul's summons.
You don't look like a scientist.
I'm sure you've heard...
So he's chosen not to...
What are you talking about? I do not seek to hide the Supreme Arbiter.
This is all clearly a tactic on the consul's behalf. By sending out his agents, he seeks to deflect suspicion from himself. That is, if our compatriot here speaks true.
What must you think of me, or my fellow Sentinels, that you'd even suggest I'd lie to arbiters? I'm not the one positing scurrilous accusations about our beloved consul. But you needn't take me at my word. My next assignment was to investigate the Oculus collating post. A hidden room there may contain information pertinent to the investigation. I cannot speak to its purpose, only that it is strange and worthy of investigation.
It is yet another falsity, intended to draw us close before snapping our necks.
It's a risk worth taking. I can endure whatever the consul sends my way, and if there is a minuscule chance that this sentinel speaks true, we must investigate.
I'm pleased to be of service, in some manner or another. If you had not interrupted me, I would have committed a terrible injustice upon my brethren. If I am to be punished for my failing, I will suffer the consequences head high. I will take my leave of the lot of you, and in peace. It is my sincere hope that circumstances are as you claim, lest we be forced to meet again.
I shall follow him out, just to certify he intends to act as he speaks. That's done with. He left peaceably, as he said, though I have my doubts for how long.
That was some impressively savvy improvisation before, Commander. Without you, circumstances would have certainly devolved into a battle to the death.
I'll spare you my doubts for the...
I appreciate your caution. Let us do just... I regret we've not had more time to talk.
Worry not. I have several...